Hi y'all, today I am going to be making a grasshopper cheesecake, a green one, for St. Patrick's Day. Here are the ingredients that go into the cheesecake. You have to have 4 eggs, whipped cream, creme de menthe, 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I use fat-free. I don't see that it makes any difference and it saves a few calories. Chocolate chips, a cup of sugar. These are going to make the bottom of the cheesecake, the crust. You have to have 30 chocolate mint cookies. You have to mix that up with some butter that will, make a crust in the bottom of it. And this is the pan that I'm supposed to use. It's a Corningware, or a Pyrex dish. They said, the recipe says to line it with aluminum foil. I have no idea why. It also said to use a springform pan, but I don't have one, so hopefully this will work anyway. And on top of the cheesecake, when it's all done, you're supposed to cut up these mint candies and put them on top. We'll see how it all works. I haven't started yet, but it takes 7 hours to make. This is me rolling up the cookies. I guess you could, if you wanted to, put them in a food processor and grind them up that way. But I really like doing this mainly because I don't like to have to clean up anything, and this just doesn't mess up anything. It's all in a Ziploc bag, and I haven't got the rolling pin dirty, and I get to roll out my frustrations. I don't actually have any frustrations today, but you can do that if you want to. I've added 2 tablespoons of butter to this and stirred it all up. Got the butter evenly distributed. See there? Look like quite the cook here, don't I? Got it all stirred up, and I'm going to pour it into my supposed to be springform pan, but it's not. And mash it all in here. I think you're supposed to kind of make it kind of even on the bottom, sort of make it go up the sides like this. I don't know if you can see this, but doing the best I can. Anyway, it looks like it's going to come together pretty good. I'm going to do a little more mashing on it, and then I will make the stuff that goes in the middle, the cream cheese and the green creme de menthe and all that. And I almost forgot to mention that you're supposed to bake this, the bottom of the pie crust, at 350 degrees. Okay, I have melted the chocolate for 45 seconds. It's 4 ounces of chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate. Melt it for about 45 to 50 seconds in the microwave, and then to that I added the cream cheese, the 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, and I had left them out to soften, so I didn't have to do anything to them other than just put them in here. And I added a cup of sugar, put that in there, and I'm stirring it up. Looks like it's pretty well mixed up. And to this I'm going to add 4 eggs. They said to add them one at a time. And I'm throwing everything in my handy little food bucket. Saves me from having to go to the trash can constantly. I'll just throw everything away at the end when I'm all done. Saves a lot of time. Oh, said to stir the eggs up one at a time, and I didn't do that, but that's because I was talking and cooking at the same time. I'm not known to be extremely coordinated. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. It's just kind of glommy. See? Glommy. Sort of a glommy mess. I'll beat them for just a second. And then we're going to add the creme de menthe. That's this right here. Yummy. 1/3 of a cup. Ooh, it's so pretty. Look how green that is. Oh, that's going to be such a St. Patrick's thing. Oops, spilled a little. That's okay. That's what it looks like in there. I'm just going to whisk that all up, and whenever the pie crust comes out of the oven, it has to sit for 30 minutes and cool, and whenever it's cooled, I'll put this in there. That will be next. Okay, here we go. Here's the filling, and it's going to go into this cooked shell, cookie shell. Oh, it is thick. Anyway, when I get this poured in here, it will cook for an hour and 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And then we'll pull it out and put these little mint candies. Well, I have cooked this for an hour and 20 minutes. It still seems kind of gooey at the top, but the recipe says to turn the oven off and let it sit for 30 more minutes with the oven door open. So I shall do that and see what happens. I may find out why it is that you're supposed to have a spring-form pan, but I don't have one. So it says to run a knife around the edge of the cheesecake, and then I'm supposed to return it to the oven and let it sit in there and cool for an hour in the oven with the oven door open. So we'll see how it comes out. This may be a flop, but I bet it tastes good.